What's up, family? This is Blue Nola back in the building with a quick audio on Kanye West being back on social media. Now, I was letting everybody live for another day, but I'm back to talk about this situation. I don't give a damn who don't like it. Let me tell you something. I'm not nobody's advocate. I don't sit here and I'm not windmilling for Kanye, and I'm damn sure ain't windmilling for the Kardashians. I'm going to speak whatever I feel about this particular situation. So anyway, Kanye West. Well, let's take it back. So I had a subscriber who sent me a message saying that she saw that Kim and Kanye West were back together. She saw this on TikTok, and from what I was gathering, she was saying this to me because she was trying to let me know this, because I had said that I didn't see them getting back together, right? So in a way, I felt it was a way to debunk what I said, but it was fine. I didn't take any offense to it. And I thought, well, that's rather interesting, because I just seen him coming out of his house with some woman the other day, right? And I know he and Cheney probably not together anymore because of what I've been seeing on social media. But okay, that's interesting. He was just with some other woman a few days ago. Kim just broke up with Pete. You never know, especially when it comes to the human heart, right? People can change. You can be on the verge of divorce. They got people that actually get divorced and get back together. So nothing is set in stone, in my opinion, right? So fast forward, I see that he gets on Instagram and he starts putting some information out about that he was trying to get Young Thug out, and that he wanted Kim to get involved. And I'm like, wow, that's cool. I'm like, that's cool. I mean, good luck to him, because I feel like Gunna would get out before him, and I said this on my video. But I'm thinking, well, wow, that's cool. He's showing support for Young Thug. And and he shared, I guess, a text message that he sent Barry, etc., etc. Somebody named Barry here. So that's the first thing that hit Instagram. Right now, you can see all this on the Neighborhood Talks timeline. I like the Neighborhood Talk because I feel like they give real time information and they be on it. So I really like them. Anyway, so so he put that information out. Boom. He's supporting Young Thug. He wants Kim to help out. Well, an hour later, he comes back through, right, talking about that he had a problem. He has the little popcorn emoji, and then what they wrote here is that Kanye West lets Kim Kardashian know that his kids are going to his Donda school. You don't have a say of where the kids go. Why? Because you're white. So then he posted that. So here we go, right? It went from help Young Thug to some issues surrounding the kids in school. Now, I do agree. When it comes to education, the first thing you should be doing is talking to the other parent. You guys should be coming into some agreement around the education. This should not be done right before school. This should be done before the summer ends, into the summer, really having real discussions around where the kids go. Because even for me and my 13-year-old, me and her dad, we really sit down and we really discuss the school, the benefits. He is a person who likes to research things. So I think it's important that they're on the same page with that. So I can understand that. So, but he puts this on social media. So I say, okay, here we go. So of course, in the comment section, people are saying, oh, half, first of all, he was calling her half white. We like half, but she's Armenian. And then people are just confused, like, well, where did this all come from out of left field, right? So clearly there's been some stuff going behind the scenes that we're not privy to. So even though you're seeing them come together in co-parenting world to support the children at the game, and they come together for this and they come together for that, listen, that's a picture. That is not reality. Okay. So then he posts some woman, and I'm looking like, who is this woman? And then the Neighborhood Talk posted Kylie's assistant. This woman is on, I guess, her platform, allegedly talking about she is a members only club, a part of the borrowed designer handbags, jewelry, and accessories. So Kanye, I guess, alluded to the fact that this lady is a lady of the night, maybe a man. I don't know. So Kanye says pornography destroyed his family. Don't let Chris make you do Playboy like she made Kyle and Kim. Not gonna let that happen to Northie in Chicago. So he puts this out there. So I'm like, well, wait a minute. What's going on? So I'm confused. But then I realized this lady who he posted is affiliated with the Kardashians, and clearly she's a sugar baby. She's looking for a come up through rich men or trying to make money a certain way, etc., etc. So he uses Kris Jenner's name, etc., etc., and that's what happened. So let's continue. So Kim Kardashian decides to share a message saying, you know, that tell him to stop mentioning my name. I'm 67 years old. I'm like, well, what does your age got to do with you being in some shit? Okay, Kris Jenner. I don't care if you're 67 years old. I know we supposed to respect our elders, you know. But what I'm trying to say is, what this have to do with the rain in Spain? Okay, so Kris is stressed out child. So that's what the neighborhood talk puts out there. And so of course in the comment section, you know, people like, I be forgetting ye was from Brownsville. Somebody else put Kanye, what? Somebody else put he must have an album or a project coming out. Another person put this is karma for all those parties, for all parties involved. 100% agree with that. Somebody else put he be giving them hell. Somebody else put, damn, Kris is always cleaning up the mess and doing all the managing. I know Kanye gives her a run for her money and she be tired. so I'm sitting there like, these people be writing some shit. I love y'all. Anyway, so Kanye, you know, he responds to the post with a God loves us, right? So, you know, after that, you know, things quiet down for just a few, I guess a day or maybe so. And then Kanye comes back, and baby, this one took me out, where he put on there, calling all my fellow cum donors, we in this together. So when he wrote that, he went Tristan, Trav, and Scott. He calling all his fellow cum donors to come together and band together against the Kardashians, I'm assuming. So I'm on the floor at this point, just crying. I mean, this man is comical. I ain't gonna even lie. So this was just too funny. So anyway, that's what he posted there. So clearly there's an issue with education, where the children go to school. And so of course people are like, here go Kanye. He back, you know, he ain't take his medication again. Kanye back on his bullshit. So Kanye say, you're crazy if you don't understand why he won't back down on his kids, brands, and businesses, right? So he basically explained himself. He says, you know, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? He said, Gaps is having meetings without me. Adidas releasing old shoes and clothing, and coloring my shoes like I'm dead, not having me have a say, and where my children go to school. So he's having an issue with Gap having meetings behind his back, and Adidas using old or, you know, recycled things that they talked about, without his permission, and he's having an issue with the kids. So he says, call me whatever names you want. If you don't understand why I will not back down on my business, my brands, and my children, then you're the ones that's crazy, right? And let me say this, as much as I don't like the ranting, I do understand him trying to, that's his way. When people don't have control over a situation, they start going through social media. They start exposing people because the people that they're trying to deal with or have shut them out. So when people start saying, well, why is he on social media? Get off social media. Well, maybe that's his only option, because he's tried to have a conversation and he's getting nowhere. Remember, they're having meetings behind his back. They're pulling out clothing that they discussed and colorings that they discussed, you know, and he doesn't know about it. His children are clearly, where his children go to school at, that is not a conversation that he's feeling like he is has clarity over. So with that being said, a lot of times people take to social media, or people begin to expose, even when women try to expose men, because they don't have power in the situation. They feel that they're at their wits' end. They're not able to communicate because the communication has shut down on the other end. So when we say these things, we have to understand why. Why is this person? What is the purpose behind it, right? So he's basically telling us we're crazy if we don't understand why he's doing what he's doing. There was another post where he even referenced um Pete Davidson, right? And so I'm thinking to myself, oh Lord, where he talked about Pete Davidson, how is he doing in ICU or in the trauma center with his kid's tattoo on his neck? And I'm like, okay. So then when I'm, of course, with all of this being said and this rant coming up and all this stuff happening, to me, what it looks like to me is that Kim and Pete have reconciled. And he probably thought they weren't going to reconcile, and they have, or they're connecting in some way. And now he's spiraling, right? That's what it could represent to me. Now, let me say this. That's no surprise. That wouldn't be a surprise to me. People do that, right? But it's interesting that he's bringing Pete up in this whole situation, along with all this other stuff, right? And then afterwards, I happened to go on. What is this? What is this? Gossip of the City Tea, right? And I saw where she had posted. I guess she had tried to reach out to Kanye to let him know that Pete were with the children. I think at a restaurant. So then I'm like, aha! I figured that Pete is back in the deal because he's bringing Pete back up. And I'm like, okay, so this is where all this is coming from. Not that he's not having problems with these people. Not that where his kids go isn't an issue. But there's something that's pushing him to that, right? A lot of, when he heard Kim and Pete broke up, he made a statement about Pete being out the picture, right? And maybe he thought he had a chance, and maybe he was excited about that chance. And now maybe Pete and Kim have reconciled, or they're cool again, or they're friendly again, or she's allowing Pete to slowly creep back in. And now Kanye is having an issue with it. So that's where that is. So I just feel that this will continue and carry on. I know he's dropped the last lawyer that he had. So let's just pull some cards and just see what's the energy around Kanye when it comes to his children and him being directly involving having a say-so around his kids. Spirit, give me that energy. Kim is in charge of that. She's the Queen of Cups in this energy. That means she's in charge of that. She's in charge of the major decisions. And that's why you need to go to court to have a custody agreement so that you can have 50-50. But also not just 50-50 in terms of who has the kids, but also that it'll be required that you have input into your kids' major decisions with the kids, whether it's their education or their medical or etc. Right? So that needs to be something that Kanye needs to deal with the court. He gotta get a lawyer. He gotta stick to his lawyer so he can see things through. The problem is not keeping a lawyer means he prolongs the inevitable, which is the divorce, right? So, but you can do the child support side of it so that you can have a say. So Kim is totally in charge of the decision surrounding the kids and their education. Give me the energy around Kanye and how she fits into this, right? I do feel that she's had conversations with him about the schooling, but it's led to arguments, right? They have the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords, which is arguments about it. He has a desire for them to go down to school. He's put a lot of work and energy into it, and she has different ideas. She feels like the school they go to will be more conducive, right? For their education. And so they're in disagreement. So they've fallen out within the last couple of days. It could have been the last couple of weeks. She is the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords, and that is a falling out. So they're not on the same page, obviously, with that energy in terms of the kids, right? And she's moving forward with it. It's going to continue to be a problem. They have the Three of Pentacles. So even after this year, the next year, they're having a lot of issues being on the same page with things regarding the children. I think they have been doing a better job too, right? That Temperance represents, they have been doing a better job, co-parenting and being. That's why you saw them at the games and being supportive. She did the little, eyeglass thing, the sunglass thing, et cetera, et cetera. And they had people rooting for them. I hope he gets his family back. Me personally, I'm like, I know he lying. I know, I'm sorry. But what black man gonna sit here and let his wife go get fucked all on by some guy and take her back? Not in public like that. I mean, Kanye, I was just saying to myself, he'll be a damn fool to do that. But that's just me. That's just my personal opinion. But he still feels like he has some intentions towards her in terms of his feelings and stuff like that. He's definitely keeping up what's going on. So with all of that being said, the tension will continue to be a problem. It does feel like they may come to some resolution, but it doesn't. It's always going to listen. They're different people with vastly different ideas around how things should go. Give me the energy around Gap. Will Kanye come to better terms with Gap? Give me the energy around Gap. And that's the Knight of Wands that talks about a no. That talks about they're going to have continued problems. It doesn't feel long term, but it does show that they'll continue to have issues around how things are being done, right? I do feel Gap is being negligent in the way that they're, communicating and dealing with Kanye. You can see it in that Five of Cups energy, right? You gotta watch companies because even though Kanye is a entrepreneur and a celebrity and a star, people still try to take advantage of you, right? Give me the energy around. Was this the other brand that Kanye was talking about? Is it Adidas using old or refurbished or products they talked about? Give me the energy around. Will he resolve the issue with them? And he has the Empress with them, along with the Knight of Wands, along with the Four of Swords. They feel like they'll have a resolution eventually, but it's still going to be a challenge, right? You're doing things that you shouldn't be doing. Empress, I need my coins. I need my coins. I mean, and also too, Kanye probably needs to put in place a better plan around, using old content or using things that they discussed in the past, refurbishing them. But it feels like they're going to have to continue to have tension, but they're going to work it out. They have the Two of Wands working out a plan. All right. That is on Adidas. Give me the energy around. Does Kanye have a desire? Because it showed it as as I'm speaking, it feels that way. Did he ever have a desire to reconnect with Kim Kardashian after he heard the news around Pete? Did he have a desire to do that? And he has the Nine of Wands, and that talks about, I'm like, this is my wife. I still love her. I still want to be with her. I still want to. There's something around that. That Nine of Wands is almost like saying maybe we could. You never know, right? That's what it represents. Is Kim open to the idea of reconnecting with Kanye West? Give me the energy around Kim Kardashian. Is she open to reconnecting with him? And she has the Hierophant along with the. Let me say this too. Don't play with this man. Don't give him any false hopes. Because when you see that Hierophant, that could lead me to believe that there are times that conversations or something, the way that the message is being delivered can be confusing, right? But then she almost like she doesn't want to be recommitted to him. Kim, to me, has funny energy. It's almost like a person whom her stardom has been affected by the separation with Kanye, right? She doesn't have that same heat and fire when she was with him. So being connected to him gives her that heat and fire. So it's funny because it's almost like I want to be connected to him, but not to that extent, right? Only enough to deal with him with the kids, deal with him if we wanted to do something together, but not fully in a relationship. She has Page of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. That's a person that don't want to be restricted to somebody, right? Completely restricted. Right? And she doesn't know what he's going to do. Unpredictable energy. He's not in a place to be controlled anymore. Also, she has other plans in her mind. She has this young man here, that Knight of Cups, which is your boy, and any other person come along. So all these reports about she looking for an older man, I don't know where these people be doing, getting this information from. But she has other ideas, right, about what she's going to do in terms of love. She has other ideas. I do believe she's reconnected back with that guy again because she has the Knight of Cups in her energy. And that Two of Cups means that has started a problem. So that's what it looks like to me. Don't play with Kanye. Don't give him an inch if you're not serious. Don't give him false hope. Don't do that, right? I mean, just don't do that. Give me the energy around Kris Jenner and being dragged into this whole situation. Oh, Kris is like, I'm 67 years old. Yep, she has it here, the Ten of Wands, and then also the Sun card. This is her. Kanye seeing her as a villain, number one. And the Sun card represents, to a certain extent, she is the person that's pulling the strings, right? But this also represents the fact that she hasn't made it easy either. She tries to play two sides, both sides of the fence, basically, right? Good cop, bad cop. So he doesn't see her as a good person. He sees her as a person who keeps up confusion, right? Kanye is right about her in terms of the stuff that she's done to accomplish her goals for her children. She is what we've been saying all these years, right? She's the person that's just pulling the strings on all of these women, right? That's what that represents. She does feel stressed out by Kanye talking about her, right? And being pulled into it. And she's feeling like she's playing the good cop with him sometimes. But he sees through that, right? He sees through that. Give me the ultimate outcome for Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Give me the energy around it. And they still, like that's what I'm saying, they have a card of reconciliation, getting back on track, but it's not lasting. That's what I'm saying. So even if you hear rumblings and things of that nature, I'm gonna be honest, in his past position energy, they do have a card that represents a reconnection, a potential reconnection. But it's met with grief, sorrow, wanting freedom, don't want stress. And she has in her energy ready to move forward, wanting to move on, and she has another agenda. Kanye, just give me your call and play that "Gotta Move On" by Diddy. She don't want my love. I gotta move on. I guess I gotta be strong. She got a new man. You gotta move on because she got an agenda. So you gotta be strong. Go ahead and play that song and keep it moving and keep it going on. Okay. Anyway, I will be releasing about 6 videos on sessions with Nola. So I'm doing horoscope readings for the month of September. I've done about 6 videos so far. I'll release the other videos tomorrow. So you'll be on the lookout for that, okay? This is just a quick reading on Kanye West. And then we'll get back to our normal scheduled readings where I show the whole setup. But guys, I've been so crazy busy with appointments. Don't forget I have a special going on. You can go on BlueNolaTarot.com, BlueNolaTarot.com, and book your appointment. But I've been super, super busy. And so I've been trying to put out content every few days. And so the audios will be here. And then, of course, you'll see me back into the regular set. I'm here now. I'm just doing audio today. I'm just tired. So, thank you so much for listening. I wish Kanye the best of luck. Let me say this too. I felt like Kanye was in my comment section when I was going live about the Kim Kardashian situation, because there was somebody who, when I tell you, they was going at me, and the energy was really similar to his energy in the comment section. We went live when we were talking about the Kanye West situation with Kim, right? When he was doing the same thing. But there was a guy in the comment section who was going, he was in that comment section challenging me and going there. And I thought that was very interesting. And he had masculine energy. So I ended up blocking him because he was being so disruptive to the chat. Like he was trying to defend his position. Like he was literally in the chat, like he was trying to defend his position with the Kim Kardashian situation. I'm like, who is this? So it just made me feel like, is this a Kanye supporter, like a stan, or is this him? Because when I tell you there was windmilling for Kanye, baby, Kanye West was in the damn comment section going cuckoo on me. So I found that rather interesting. And there is a person named Kanye that's on the actual channel from time to time making comments. So anyway, we wish him the best of luck. We wish him the best of luck in all of this. I'm definitely all for your rights when it comes to your brand and your products. I got highly pissed off when I saw somebody trying to impersonate me on Instagram. So I can only imagine somebody trying to take your products and make millions of dollars off of it. I would be pissed too, and you should fight for your rights. And even when it comes to your kids, both people should have that decision, right? Both people should have that decision. I'm in agreement with that 100%. And I do understand why he's coming to social media. Sometimes people be at their wits' end, guys. I promise you. They be at their wits' end, and that's what's in his energy. When a person goes to social media, even when a woman exposes a man about cheating or lying, when a side chick exposes the boyfriend, that's because the person has shut them down, the person has gone cold, the person has done the no contact on their ass, and now they have to go to social media in order to stir some stuff up, right? Not that it's the best decision, but it's sometimes that person feels like they're at their wits' end. Anyway, I'm out of here. If you see with Kim Kardashian back with old Casper, you'll know. Take care, stay blessed, encouraged, and empowered. This is Blue Nola. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Put your feelings in the chat. If they get back together, listen, they get back together. But I'm going to be honest, this is a highly toxic situation. Like, my head be spinning, so I can imagine them, right? And not just for Kim, but for Kanye, even for him having to deal with that family and all the dynamic that go behind it. That's stressful. So I wish everyone the best luck, and Kanye, I wish you luck in getting control around the people using your brand and your products. I think it's totally and highly disrespectful. Take care. Bye bye. Yeah, so I'm back. I'm back real quick. I just wanted to kind of talk about this little piece that I missed, right? Because I did have this as a talking point. So a lady named G.N. Cardova, I guess she tweeted from Instagram, and the Neighborhood Talk reposted it. I'll have to look her up to see who she actually is. But she posted on her Twitter, Kanye worshipped at the Kardashian altar for years. Now he wants to act like his personal problems are civil rights issues. Laughing my ass off. Cut it out. And then she comes back and she says he's pretending to be protecting his kids when in reality he's just publicly harassing their mother. The mother he gleefully chose. And the motherfuckers want to support the behavior on some fight the power shit. Why? Question mark, question mark, question mark. And a lot of people agree with what she was saying, right? Like, she did not one lie told, period, etc., etc. So that's what that was told. Also, too, I wanted to also mention at the very end of that video that I did earlier, that to me, you got to watch Kanye too, because it's strategic, because it's almost like every time there's an issue and he has something going on, there's an album, there's a project, there's something that's coming out that he's about to do. I'm not saying that his plight isn't real, but I also am saying that the kids started school already. If there was an issue with the kids' school, you should have took that up with, before, shit, they've been in school what 2 weeks now? I mean, I don't know where they are when they go to school, but school has been in the works, right? So I do feel like he does use this opportunity to launch things and to get content out and to get sales and people interested. So if you see him promoting or selling or doing anything, don't be surprised. I still wish him the best of luck. I still hope that he and Kim can get to a better place where they can deal with their kids. And that is the end of the road for me. I am about to launch this. Thank you so much. Take care. Stay blessed, encouraged, and empowered. This is my final time on this particular video. And I will be back the next time with an official tarot reading on any celebrity we deem necessary. I think I'm going to do, what's her name? Tiffany Haddish. That story is wild to me. I don't even want to speak on it until I actually do the reading. Let me know in the comment section if y'all want to hear that reading on Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears, okay? It's interesting how he did that with Lizzo, and then he came out and got back and then the next day somebody socked it to him like, oh yeah, you want to talk crap? Let me help you out. But anyway, let me know if y'all want to see a reading on Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears. She came into the comment section the last time we did a reading on her, which led me to believe that old Jason Lee led her there. But anyway, just let me know if y'all want to see that reading, and I'll be honest and truthful about it, right? Take care, stay blessed, bye bye.